Hi, this is Dr. Melissa Gratias. I help overworked and overwhelmed people feel focused, balanced, and successful. Today I am talking to you about paper. The state of office paper, of office files, of keeping files and files of paper in your office. I've been working in my profession and doing productivity coaching and training since 2007. So I searched back through my testimonials from clients at various stages of the past 11 years, and to use their testimonials as a way to illustrate how our attitudes toward paper files have changed. Here's a testimonial from 2008. She says, "The most beneficial and valuable thing that I learned was that all of the paper is not needed. We have just been taught that way. A paradigm shift is needed to enhance our ability to be resourceful instead of relying on the traditional manner of maintaining duplicate paper documents." So not only has working with Melissa reduced my paper and made me more organized, it has also enhanced my productivity. So at the time in 2008, this executive with whom I worked, this executive was still keeping files and files of paper because that was the paradigm, and she was saying that we needed to go through a paradigm shift. We needed to change our attitudes towards paper, and that was in 2008. So let's fast forward 5 years later to 2013. From a manager in a healthcare organization. It was an incredible feeling to walk into my clean office this morning and not be met with an overwhelming stack of papers to deal with. I definitely feel a renewed sense of energy. I shouldn't have any surprises lurking in unread emails or forgotten papers, and I have a good system for addressing only the tasks that need to be done today. So fast forward to 2013, the paper that this person was dealing with at the time were action item based papers. It was a stack of paper on her desk that needed to be dealt with and represented tasks for her to do. Whereas the 2008 client had these files and files of reference folders and such. In 2013, we had moved more toward actions. We had paper that things we needed to read, review, sign, edit, whatever it was that were actions. In 2018, which is when this video is being filmed, if you still have a paper problem, here I've got some bullet points that I'd like to review with you, just things for you to think about. So in 2018 and beyond, if you still have a paper problem, the first thing to consider is that it might be you. It might be you. Everyone else around you may be on the paper light wagon. It may be you. You may be the one who is stuck in old methods of doing something, or in fear-based decision-making, which is another video that you should find on my YouTube channel. It may be you, and it may be as simple as changing your paradigm. Like the executive that I mentioned in 2008, she had a paradigm shift and let go of the way she had always been taught to manage her work. So if you still have a paper problem in 2018 and beyond, it may be you. And that you can change pretty easily, because you can change yourself. Secondly, just keeping in mind that nowadays paper is most likely a convenience copy of something or a duplicate of an official business record. Unless the thing is written in crayon, this was printed out from an electronic file that exists on a server, right? So this is not the official business record. This is a convenience copy. This is a duplicate. So we don't have to treat this with the same amount of reverence or even care that we do the official business record, which nowadays is the electronic version. Even scanned documents with signatures on them, in most instances, the official business record is the electronic copy, not the one with the wet signature on it, most of the time. And from a records and information management standpoint, keeping excessive amounts of paper is a huge risk to companies, because sometimes these are drafts that things were changed on them before they were finalized and sent to the client or sent to production. And if you have the paper, it can mislead you. It can lead you down the wrong path if you find it, because it could be an outdated version or an outdated copy of something. Additionally, in a legal discovery process, if you don't follow your own company's retention policies, you're just making things worse on yourself, because you have to turn over more information than you, quote, should have. If you've got it, you got to give it to opposing counsel. This is a nuanced records management thing, but just do keep in mind that overkeeping paper that does not need to be kept according to policy for legal or regulatory purposes, overkeeping of paper can be a legal risk for your organization. So here are the things you can do. You can stop collecting paper today. Regardless of what you do with all of the past paper you've collected. You may have file cabinets of paper, I don't know. So regardless of what happens to that, you can still stop collecting paper today. You can draw a line in the sand and say, I'm not going to continue building on this stuff. I know I have a backlog of paper to purge or send off to off-site storage or whatever it is, but it doesn't mean I have to keep adding to it over and over again just because that's the way I've always done it. So another thing to keep in mind, you can stop today. You can stop your paper collecting habits today. And lastly, remember, one thing to keep in mind about paper in 2018 and beyond is that paper is like a chain that chains a worker to an office, and it chains an entire organization to a particular location. If you have to have access to your paper files in order to work, then that's going to be the answer to your question, oh, I wonder if I can work from home. No! What are you going to do? Bring in a dolly and take your file cabinet with you to and from home? If you are chained to file cabinets of paper, you are chained to your office. If your company is chained to its file room, the company is chained to a particular geographic location as well. And it makes things a lot more difficult to be flexible and nimble and move with the times. So I'm not saying paper is bad. I promise you I'm not. I still handwrite notes. I still print things. But I will tell you, every piece of paper, and this was the paradigm shift I had to go through since I started my business in 2007, every piece of paper that is important, that I produce, either gets recycled, shredded, or scanned. And therefore, this is just a convenience copy. And as soon as I stop this video, that's going to go away. This is Dr. Melissa Gratias. If you like my videos, you would love working with me in a coaching scenario. So reach out. There's a link to contact me somewhere around this video where we can get in touch. All you have to say is let's talk, and we will schedule a phone call where we both can assess whether productivity coaching is the right thing for you. In the meantime, be productive and have a great day.